Hello everyone who appears to have found this video. I apologise in advance because this is the first time I've ever actually done a video talking directly to camera, so the chances of me actually maintaining looking at the camera is relatively low. So yeah, apologies in advance for that. But also, a thank you to all 278 people so far who have signed my petition to try and get more relaxed performances scheduled in London's West End. And this is more of an update on what I would like to do next with that campaign. However, I am aware that there may be people watching this who might not have signed the petition, even though we'll be putting a link to the petition in the description box thingy, which is theoretically under the video. For people that already know what relaxed performances are and why they're important and how it links to autism and blah 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 blah, skip to another bit. I'll probably put like a link thing when I've edited it, I don't know. So yeah, you can skip to that bit so you actually know what we're going to do next, theoretically, or if you want to join in with it. And yes, so this is like the backstory bit, I apologise. So yes, to those of you who are watching this because you are interested in what this is a campaign that I started in October to try and get more relaxed performances scheduled in the West End. The West End, for those of you who don't know, is the theatre district in London, where they have lots of awesome shows, and it's really nice place to go and see theatre, even though it's relatively expensive. But all the shows there are really good, and I go there quite a lot. I think it's something which everyone should be able to experience. However, it's very hard for people with certain disabilities, so things like autism spectrum disorder, which I have, or various communication or sensory disorders. So it can be hard for people to go and see theatre because of the sensory overload that you can get from strobe lighting and sound effects and blah blah blah, as well as the overall stress of actually going, because if you have a meltdown partway through, then you're going to get stared at by people if you start making lots of noise, and it's really hard to leave because the doors are shut and all that kind of thing. So there's this thing called a relaxed performance, which some shows have started doing. So Matilda and Wicked have done a couple, but not enough in my opinion. And in these shows, the loud sound effects are either turned down or completely removed, and the same thing with strobe lighting, although that's normally just completely removed rather than turned down. And that removes the chances of a sensory overload, which then reduces the chances of a meltdown. In, I think, most relaxed performances, definitely theatre where I work, the doors are also left open, so if someone starts having a meltdown partway through a performance, they can quite easily leave, so they don't get embarrassed by people staring at them or anything. So it makes it a much more relaxed atmosphere as well, which I can imagine is probably quite a good thing. However, there are not enough of these in the West End at the moment, and regional theatres are definitely improving. They aren't enough of them, but it's definitely more, and it's definitely improving. However, the West End hasn't really caught up with that. Quite a lot of shows do maybe one a year, which, as much as it's great they are improving, that really isn't enough. And I'm not sure, I don't think many relaxed performances are follows, but a lot of access performance have, so things like audio described or captioned, a lot of them are like midweek matinees, which are just not good, because it sort of just reinforces the stereotypes people with disabilities don't have jobs or don't go to school, because quite a lot of them do, I'd say the majority, so they aren't going to be able to make a midweek matinee because they're going to be at work or school. So yeah, so this is why I've started the campaign, to try and get more of these scheduled. I think if you want sort of evidence that there aren't enough of these, if you look on the official London Theatre website at the Access tab, they have lists of audio described, captioned, BSL interpreted, and relaxed performances. If you click on audio described, it takes you to a completely separate page, which has different pages and stuff within that, and it's the same with captioned and BSL interpreted. Relaxed performances just has a box. There aren't enough to actually qualify having a separate page, which is just ridiculous. I think most of the ones that are there at the moment are all at the Globe Theatre. There aren't really that many other places. So yes. So that is why they are important. We need to make theatre more accessible to everyone, just because it's a key part of our culture. So it's important that everyone can access it. And yeah, and also theatre's just awesome. I think that everyone should be able to go and see it. It's just awesome. If you haven't seen a West End show, then you really should. Just going to say that. But yeah, So, I started this petition. It's been signed by 278 people, including some, West End actors, authors, which is like ridiculously awesome. And a lot of people can leave in comments, which are really, really, really nice about why they signed it. Quite a lot of them have relatives on the autistic spectrum, and have said that it would allow them to go more often. If you need any more convincing, I would definitely go and have a look at those comments. They are incredible. That was my phone, I apologise. And, however, I've decided that it is time to move on to the next stage of the petition. I've decided that I am going to start sending letters around to producers of the West End shows, telling them, hi, we think that we should put more relaxed performances, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. So, yes. However, there are a lot of shows to a lot of producers, and also I think that just me saying, 278 people support me, but I'm the only one saying this, I don't think that's going to carry much weight. Therefore, I am asking for as many people as possible to send letters to the producers of shows that they want to go and see. For example, one of the comments on the petition said that someone wants to go and see Mamma Mia. Awesome! So, send a letter to the producers of Mamma Mia and say, hi, please? In other terms, think of something slightly longer. So, yes. And if you could, something I would quite like to do is that if you are brave enough, you don't have to, but it would be nice if you could record yourself reading out your letter. It doesn't have to be like off script or anything. If you can have it right in front of you and send it to me, then I can upload it on this channel and we can try and get the message out there so that more and more people can say we think relaxed performances are a good idea, and then hopefully, because the producers will then see that there is genuinely a market for it, it might increase the chances of us actually getting them, more of them scheduled. So, yes. If anyone needs any help finding addresses, I have a massive spreadsheet on my computer with all the producers for lots of the West End shows, and their addresses. Admittedly, some of them I can't find, sorry. But yes, if you want to send one of these letters, contact me and I can send you the spreadsheet. If you know already which show you want to do and which producer you want to contact, quite a lot of them you can just find by just typing in the name of the producer, and they'll have a website and there's a little contact us bar, and normally it's there. If you need any help, just contact me. My contact details are on Twitter. My tag name is @AWEcampaign. I have an email, autisticwestend@yahoo.co.uk. It's all lowercase. And I'm also on Facebook. I think I only have like 2 likes, so if you go and like on Facebook, that'd be great, but that's not entirely necessary, I don't really mind. So yes, even if you don't want to contact me, it'd be really nice if you could tell me if you are sending a letter. And if you want to send in a video that I can put up, then email it to me, or you could put it up on your own channel if you wanted to start one, or if you already have one, and I can then link to it on this channel, I think. I'll figure out a way of doing that. I'm sure you already can. And, yeah. So, thanks in advance for sending letters, and yeah, I hope this hasn't been entirely awful.